It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table. The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
319.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. But he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 32-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Tua going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense. They do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. He'll look downfield for Waller. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
1st and 10 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's got this down to the 35. The Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he swallowed it right near the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders in the Dolphin field goal unit.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
That's complete to Palmer. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 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 check. He's checking. Ready.
They'll run Achane. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up real.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Now Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 34. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game. 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down to my shoes, jump with the 50 with my heels, stick blue.
for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, we're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, let's see. And the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 30 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're firing up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 45-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They set up a throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again at 13 yards. First down, Miami.
Out of the gun is a good to Achane. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Hill. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Again, 6 yards. And it's third down.
Back to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 33-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Alert!
Roy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football
at their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Throw caught by Achane. He's only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be brought down just shy of 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st down, back to Achane. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Tua. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Tua going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So they go for it on fourth and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give them 6 points going the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The problem on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3.
Now Allen.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Second down at 3.
They go again And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass complete to Palmer. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
2-yard gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bills'
Achane gets it from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to go down here. They push him back to the 34. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 41. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Slant left, going to be caught by Palmer. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is out. Excellent. 2 of those, one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next context.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
On the
handoff, it's Achane. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So Allen's going to look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Flush to his right. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Play action. Now it's Allen. Kenneth Grant brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In his own end zone, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.